Hi, I'm Jenny Hutchinson from the Hyde Collection, and today I'm presenting some ideas to inspire some creative responses for the current Hyde Creative Challenge. The Hyde Creative Challenge is a virtual opportunity that welcomes all ages to share responses to the Hyde's permanent collection artwork, Orchard with Arles in the background by Vincent Van Gogh. Creative responses can be in any media, and today I'm going to feature a couple different ideas featuring other art forms produced by some previous Creative Challenge participants. The first idea is a performance piece offered by Rebecca Zeh and her collaborators Anna Witt and Lili Loveday. The three created this video at a fellow friend's property. Their movements are inspired by what they are witnessing in the environment. The dramatic and warm sunlight casts shadow shapes across the trees formed by their bodies in movement. The title, Impressionist Movement, I feel is quite fitting, as their interpretation of light and shadow in the landscape perfectly illustrates some of the basic tenements of the Impressionist movement that influences the Post-Impressionist movement, which Van Gogh is affiliated with. These dancers embrace the Impressionist visual construct to interpret light as a moving system that has a temporal quality that can be found in our everyday surroundings. Yet the video component and the inquisitive interaction with the landscape capture the avant-garde of the post-impressionist movement. This past spring, another performer, Mocelyne ParkeHarrison, provided this interpretation from our first Creative Challenge inspired by our artwork, White by Grace Hardigan. Reviewing this segment, what similarities do you see between the artwork and Mocelyne's movement? The next idea is provided by poet Marilyn McCabe. Marilyn has been a previous Creative Challenge participant, and the Hyde has also had the pleasure of hosting Marilyn as a creative writing instructor at the museum. In these classes, Marilyn has taught writing exercises for participants to engage with permanent collection artworks through an exercise called ekphrastic writing. Ekphrasis is a verbal response to a visual work of art. As Marilyn has described in her classes, that response may directly reference a visual piece or may drift far afield with the writer's emotional or imaginative responses to the visual prompt. Marilyn is a published poet that has often engaged in ekphrastic poetry to create works like this poem inspired by Van Gogh's Starry Night. It's called, I await the night with dread, await the night with longing. With its black strokes, singing, it smears me, lavish. I am the night's white canvas, turbulent and stiff. I can grab the burning stars in my hand, but I can't let them loose. To provide additional inspiration, Marilyn has also graciously shared her work November, though not written directly inspired by Van Gogh's work or his artwork Orchard with Arles in the background. The words do beautifully visualize the look and feel of a changing season. An unease of yellow, flutter and least wind, and then they're off. All the veils, and naked is flung the sky wide, gnarls revealed. For the gnawing squirrel, the nitpicking chickadee, it's me, this time, winter wants, that powdered prowler of water in the blood, seeking the tender wrist. I don't care. I walk under aspens, anonymous and thin, skinned, drained of hue, and cry, wishing I'd gone when the geese had left, wishing I wished less. Verbalizing a response to a visual work of art is a holistic exercise for both the author and the audience interacting with the written words and imagery. The words and their cadence have the power to enhance the emotional or visual qualities of an artwork in a way that perhaps may reinforce or even deepen a connection to the artwork. The next idea is provided by musician Susan West MacKenzie. The Hyde Collection also has the pleasure of having Susan as part of our front of house staff. You might have met her on a visit to the Hyde Collection, as she is the first to greet and welcome you to the museum. When not at the museum, Susan indulges in her many creative talents. This song, written and performed by Susan, is about a specific black willow tree that was located along the Rush River in Wisconsin, where her home was previously located. The lyrics beautifully capture a sense of place and time. Susan shares structurally the lyric and melody of the song represents the look and feel of the willow tree, and it came to fruition as she considered an unfortunate circumstance at the time in the news, where a political candidate's son had gone missing in the region. The melody moves rapidly at points and descends, providing a pattern that is consistent throughout the entire song that is representative of what a willow tree looks like and the emotion of losing someone or looking for someone. The melody is a very common type found in European folk music. Additionally, her song similarly utilizes the technique of repetitive melody paired with words to support the theme of the song. In this case, the ascending and descending pattern repeats specific names of animals found within the landscape that the tree was situated in. Let's give a listen.
The willow tree, swaying in the morning breeze. Willow tree, the willow tree, such beauty in your shining leaves. Morning dove in the willow tree, tell me all that you can see. Morning dove in the willow tree, for my true love will you look for me? Tree, your roots go deep, tell me where will my baby sleep? Willow tree, branches high, keep rain and snow from the sky.
As we consider this melody, you might find yourself considering how the minor chords create a sad or contemplative mood. The guitar's tinkling higher notes and deep brass notes highlight the movement of the water over rocks, wind in the branches of the tree, or flutter of the willow leaves. As Susan described, the song is meant to showcase how the summoning of nature can provide us with solace, which perfectly captures the essence of Van Gogh's quote, "If you truly love nature, you will find beauty everywhere," end quote.
Willow tree, I'll never know where he's laying in the snow. Willow tree, won't you ever say, bring my baby back today?
Found these examples of other art forms as inspirational as I have. We at the Hyde Collection look forward to seeing what you come up with, inspired by our permanent collection artwork, Orchard with Arles in the background by Vincent Van Gogh. The Hyde Creative Challenge is a program that is only facilitated through social media. You can share your creative response in two ways: by joining our private Hyde Collection Facebook group and posting there, or you can also post on your own Facebook or Instagram page. In either scenario, make sure you tag the Hyde Collection. You can tell it's us by checking the logo, which is the double door shape. And also be sure you add the hashtag Hyde Creative Challenge, all one word. That way we can locate your work. Otherwise, we won't be able to find it. All works must be posted by Friday, November 6th. What will happen next is the Hyde Collection staff will make selections for the first virtual gallery and series of promotional social media posts featuring works from the Van Gogh Inspired Challenge. Following the virtual gallery show, the works inspired by Van Gogh, plus the staff selections from both previous creative challenges inspired by Grace Hartigan and Joseph Albers, will be considered for a future display at the museum. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in person or virtually at the Hyde soon. Bye!